Another Keychron was sent to me by guess who? Keychron. This is the K11 Max knob version. Open source customizable keyboard for peak productivity. Nice pretty Keychron design. I really liked the one they sent me before, quite a bit. Low profile switches, so the actual key switches are physically smaller. 65% layout, so you get dedicated up like directional numbers, which is critical for me, to be honest. It's actually very important for me to have those. Open source firmware, so you can do VIA, for example, if you want to do customization macros. It's not my thing, but you can do it. I know a lot of people do care about that. Mac Windows, flip back and forth as need be. Two different options here, 2.5 gigahertz or Bluetooth. Up 1 to 2 weeks battery life, that's good. When the backlight's disabled, sure. And 22 lights effects to choose from. We get orange keycaps and gray keycaps if you want to swap them. Very good. We get wired, nice malleable cable, which does matter. It's nice and malleable. Very good. Plug it in wired. I don't use wired. Sometimes I do actually when I'm plugging it into like a desktop that I'm testing or building. I actually do use wired, so I shouldn't say that. I don't use it as much. I usually use the 2.4 gigahertz. A little key switch puller, key cap puller, the 2.4 gigahertz dongle. What's this? The little adapter thing for USB-C. Keyboard itself, a user guide. Not gonna need, not normal. Oh, it's so little. So it has, and this is such a cute little keyboard. Look at that. It's like a little plate, like a little charcuterie board, right? Nice back plate there with the keys mounted onto it, and they're low profile key caps, right? Very nice. Very nice aesthetic. Gray. This is metal, so it feels very nice in the hand. Very nice in the hand, to be honest. Nice gray keycaps there. Darker gray keycaps, and you get orange accents. The enter you can switch out for orange if you want. Some different options here to swap out as need be. Very cool. So there's the key switch there. Browns, they have more than one option. I opted for the browns. They offered me a couple different options, and obviously I took browns because I do like tactile. Low profile switch, but there's still a lot of travel, as you can see there, right? A few millimeters of travel actually. Right, so very good. So the actual key caps are low profile, but it's not like you're getting like a Mac chiclet keyboard or something like that, where you get no travel on the stupid thing. I think. We'll find out. I'll take this off here. My other Alt key. The orange can stay. Lock key. Where's the lock key go? Is there an orange lock key here somewhere? I don't know where the lock key goes. It goes right there. What's that? Escape. Escape can stay orange. Options. Sorry, Mac, you're out. This is a Windows household. It's not a Windows household by any means. Now, one of the advantages to hot swap is that you can hot swap your keys out. Isn't that interesting? But why does that matter? First of all, I mean, you can swap them out. So maybe you're not into the browns. The other thing is, I mean, switches aren't immortal. These are, like dust. These are like the dust resistant style. So they should last for a really long time, to be honest. But you could spill something in them. Like, it is possible to spill things and cause damage in that. So it's always nice to have a hot swap keyboard, because if you damage them, like physically you cause damage, you can just swap it out. Mac users specifically will really benefit from this, because if you use MacBooks in general, or even iMacs, they have the little magic keyboards. Those things are super low profile. There's not a lot of travel on them, to be honest. They're kind of crap. I'm going to be honest. Mac keyboards kind of suck. But then you move and you expect a Mac user to come type on a full standard keyboard with large keycaps, and they're not going to be comfortable with it, right? They're going to be jumping in there and they're going to be jumping onto this large keyboard unless they have experience with it. But if they're a new user, they're going to find that very odd. A Mac user jumping onto a Keychron like this, the K11 Max or the other ones that I've reviewed, yeah, it's going to feel natural to them. Now we have a keyboard that's separated and it looks cool, right? I mean, it does look cool, but that's not why this is done. This is done for ergo, because if you're on a flat keyboard, depending on how large you are and how far the keyboard is away, you're going to be typing like this with bent wrists, which is not good ergonomically. You get carpal tunnel, right? So typically, you either push your keyboard away so that you have more distance and you can straighten the wrist, but if you're bringing it in close, you're going to have to go out like that, or you're going to have to type weirdly. So this keyboard here addresses that by naturally twisting the wrists here so that you actually get a natural straight line to the wrists here, right? So pretty much right now, my wrists are almost perfectly straight. You could put like a little pad under it or something like that, right? Which I don't actually do that because I don't get carpal tunnel from this motion. I actually get it from this motion. So for me, this type of typing on a small keyboard is far away because I'm fairly tall, causes pain for me. Feel the keycaps here, and we'll give a quick listen. Bring the mic down a bit. So, as would be expected of a Keychron keyboard, the tactility of the keyboard is very nice. The keycaps themselves feel very premium. The printing is extremely premium. Everything about it is very premium. Like I said, backplate is very premium too. So just the whole experience of using the keyboard is a very premium experience. The moment you pick it up, you think, yes, I have a premium item in my hand here. This thing has a little tactility to it. It's metal. Yeah, got the knobby there. Very good. Let's look at the bottom. Bottom, we get 3-stage, so flat, 1, 2. I usually go flat or 1. 2 is going to be too high for me. Let's see how that looks there. Yeah, that's good. Number 1 is good for me, actually. Yeah, so we'll see here. We'll go to Windows, which is on the right there, or Android, I guess. That's cool. Makes sense. Windows and Android versus Mac or OS, the buttons. Right now it's on cable. We're going to go to G for wireless G. All right. I practiced for about 10 seconds. Let's see how I can do now. I have a traitorous left index finger that really wants to hit that Y. I don't know why. I'm like not a true touch typist, like maybe kind of. I don't know what you call it, but let's see here. Hey, there's 2 B's here. That's interesting. I just noticed that. VB. I didn't actually notice that until right now. I guess maybe it's like easier for that. I just noticed that right now. That's cool. Anyways, okay, so function, I guess it's function 1 probably, and S, yeah, so function 1 and S. Increase, so that's max, I guess. And then function and B to make it lower. Oh, function X to make it lower. Yeah, so lower, higher, lower. Can you hold it? Lower. So function A is going to be the different options. Kind of just changed it a little bit. Now it's going from left to right. It's kind of pulsing into the middle. Kind of more randomized. Pulses from wherever you type. Yeah, so I mean, suffice it to say there's tons of different options here. I mean, 21. You can go through them as need be. Okay, and the other cool thing that they sent over is this travel pouch. Let's open this up here, if I can find my knife. That's actually a really nice little pouch. So it's got a nice kind of grayish with a tiny bit of a cream hint to it. Let's bring the light down. That's a neutral light there. There you go, a little bit of a gray neutral to it. And it's a fabric-y material, kind of like a messenger bag for back in the day. Add that in. Yeah. You know you're a baller when you got a cute little envelope to take your keyboard with you. So that's cool. That's actually really cool. You could take that with you if you're going to take this, you know, it's a pretty portable little keyboard and you don't want to get crap in it, right, and wreck it. Mechanical keyboards. So this is a really nice thing if you're going to be traveling. You throw this in your bag. Okay, so I went in here and I went to use via.app. I'm on the website and I just authorized I literally just hit that and it was just like, do you want to pair? It already is paired, but you go like that. And it said yes, so we can come in here and there's key tester. So yeah, I mean, the VIA works. It recognizes it. There's no issues there whatsoever. So you can come in here and mess around with the VIA stuff on the web if you want. So what do I think about the Keychron K11 Max here? It's really nice, actually. I think for someone like me who is a, I don't know, corrupted touch typist, it could actually get me back into touch typing properly and break my bad habits of crossing over with my left hand there. It would take me, you know, a few hours or something to get the hang of it. Realistically, you know, when I'm actually typing up an essay, I type properly. But every now and then I kind of just break from that habit, so that would be good. I think if you're a touch typist, you're gonna absolutely love this keyboard because it's very ergonomic. So I mean, you take your wrists from this position here and you really separate it out so that you can type naturally, keeping the arm nice and straight there. So ergonomically, it's very nice, but then just nice keyboard, right? You get nice brown switches on it. You have two different options. You can get linears if you prefer. They're hot swappable if you like that. For me, that's always nice. You can swap them out. Having low profile, but also still having a lot of travel is really nice because it'll appeal to people who use laptops. It will appeal to people who use MacBooks. You know, anything that's really low profile, you're going to have an easier time transitioning to this here. So very, very good. And of course, the build quality is superb. It's a Keychron keyboard. So, I mean, generally speaking, you're going to be getting, you know, top tier quality out of it. So overall, it's a really fantastic keyboard. If it appeals to you, it's really going to come down to how comfortable you are with that separation there typing. And if you like that idea, give it a try. It's a really nice keyboard. And all things considered, I mean, it's not that expensive for, you know, what it is. Keychron I actually find fairly reasonable in price. You know, mechanical keyboards can get very expensive very fast. And I've always found that Keychron are reasonably well priced and fairly priced for what you get out of them. And the, you know, supreme high quality build. Yeah, nice keyboard actually. And thanks for sending it over. It's really, really nice actually.